Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you, thank you. Peeps, up, and in. Welcome back to Andine's TV in Andine's Kitchen. If it's your first time, up, and stand in to Andine's OG. Up, and stand in. Today is another day, another beautiful day that the Lord has made. We will be glad. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So today's topic is a very interesting topic. Um, Continuation about our childhood. So the topic I want to speak on today is I thought I wasn't loved by my parents when I was a girl growing up. But first, we're gonna do the little karaoke thing. You know how the thing go. I think to get it where I can see my head. I don't want it to be cut off. Hold on a minute. Yeah, there we go. Much better. So let me find my song. As usual, it has to be in my ears. And I'll tell you the song so maybe you can find that one here. Done. And we're going to do a little Moses Bliss. Ooh. You can also find it and listen to it so you can feel the same vibes that I'm feeling. It's Moses Bliss. It's who you are yesterday, today and forevermore. What you say is what you do. You never fail, you never change. You are faithful to the end. Faithful God, I worship you. I worship you. You're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to disappoint me. When yourself in my life, and I come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. La 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 la, yeah, la 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 la, yeah, la la la, yeah. Who you are yesterday, today and forevermore. What you say is what you do. You never fail, you never change. You're faithful to the end. Faithful God, I worship you. I worship you. You're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Too faithful. You're too faithful to disappoint me. Faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Too loving to leave me. Yes, he's too loving. He don't know how to leave us. Too loving to leave us halfway. What you start, you not always finish. And I've come to realize you're too loving to leave me. You're too loving to leave me. You're too loving to leave us halfway. What you start, you cannot finish. You always finish. You're too faithful to fail me. You don't know how to fail, Lord. You always finish. Disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Yes, you are too committed to leave me. Lord Jesus, you're too consistent to leave me halfway. What you start, you always finish. And I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Start, you always finish. To testify, you're too faithful to fail me. Let's see, we're gonna see if we can do another one. Let's see, what is this one? How are you? How are you? Please share the live. Share the live. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to Andine's TV in Andine's Kitchen only today. We're not cooking, we're talking. Yes, we are. Oh, oh, mm, mm, too much, oh. Yes, you love me too much, oh, oh, oh. This kind, your love is faithful. Your love, my heart with so much peace and joy. You're amazing. My life feel brand new. How much of your life feel brand new? If it's not feeling brand new, just look to the author and the finisher of all faith. His name is Jesus. Says you love me too much, oh, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. You love me too much, oh, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. You love me too much, oh, 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 too much love, oh. Says you love me too much, oh, oh, much, oh, excess love, oh. He of is kind. His love is so kind. His love is patience. He fill up our hearts with so much peace and joy. If you allow him, he can. You're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Never, never lie. He don't know how to lie. Love me too much, oh. Yes. Too much love, oh. Excess. Run over love. You love me too much, oh. Much, oh. Excess love, oh. Too much, oh. Oh, oh, much love. Oh, love, oh. Oh, it's love, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Love, oh. Oh, too much, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Excess love, oh. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Please share the live. We are going to talk about childhood and how we felt. I am going to share how I felt because I thought I wasn't loved. But it's amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your, your grace is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Your grace is amazing. You're 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 amazing. You love me too much. Oh, oh, excess love. Oh. Yes, he loves us. That's why he's providing for us. every step of the way. If you doubt it, just look at other people elsewhere. You're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. You're amazing. Too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Love me too much, oh, too much, oh. Yes, Lord, you love me too much. I know I don't deserve your love, but I thank you for loving me. And we should all thank him for loving us. Because without him, without Jehovah, without Yahweh, he has so much name. The crucified one. Without him, we would not be existing, surviving, striving, having so much, so much, so much more than others. And we should give thanks. Please share the live. Please hit that thumbs up button. Share, like, and comment. Yes, you are worthy. Mm, mm, mm. The earth, matchless and endless world. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Jesus, you're the cup that don't run dry. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Treasure of my heart and of my soul. In my weakness, you are merciful. Redeemer of my past, since present wrongs, is the holder of my future days to come. So true. Your presence, it's heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Lord, your presence is heaven to me. Who knows his presence is heaven to us? Who knows? Your presence is heaven to me. Jesus, oh Jesus, your presence is heaven, heaven to me. Oh Jesus, oh, your presence is heaven to me. Thank you, everyone. You know, when I was just a little girl growing up, as I said in my previous video, I grew up with three brothers and myself was four of us, but I am the first of the four. Later, I have a, a, another brother, but I didn't really grow up with him. And my parents, we didn't come from no rich background. In these days, children get to choose, but in my days, you don't choose. You accept what's given to you. You be thankful, you be grateful. And a lot of times when I was growing up, when you look at your friends and you see what they have and you don't have anything, well, you have something, but you don't have what they have. You know, kids, we look at each other and we try to, even as adults, we do it. We try to compare, we try to measure up, but it's not a good thing. It's really not a good thing. It's more comforting to your mind, to your soul, to your spirit, and your body to be comfortable in what's given to you, what's provided for you. So when I was growing up, my parents never have it easy, and you can imagine four kids working nonstop. My mom nonstop working at home, taking care of the house, you know, the household chores, whilst my dad, he was the main breadwinner. And you know, kids, we are so disobedient. When we get our chores to do, we don't do them. And back in my country where I grew up, which is Jamaica, we beat the kids. We get lashes. If you can't hear, you will feel. And then we have a saying, if the cow don't hear, then his neck belongs to the busher. So, as children growing up, if you don't do what your parents say one time, two times, three times, four times, you might get away. But you can best believe it that if you keep disobeying, it's going to catch up to you. And we used to get some kind of beating. We used to get it real good, like boot camp style. And no children likes discipline, whether it's physical or it's verbal, some kind of punishment, taking away your toys or anything like that. No children likes when you are being reprimanded. We don't. Sometimes we don't even understand why we're being reprimanded. So over the years when I was growing up as a young girl, I used to get flogging for even things that my brother did because I am the first one and I am responsible. I should have all eyes open, making sure that they do what they're supposed to do and not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. So when my parents come home from work, if my mom would go into the town to go get groceries or something like that, and when they get back, the chores is not done, then you're gonna pay for roast and boil. I don't know if you know that saying, but I'm Jamaican, so I have some little phrases from back in the days that my parents normally say to us, you know? And over the years growing up and getting scolded, we were really poor, and we never celebrated birthdays. I think the biggest holiday that we celebrated is Christmas, and even to now, Christmas is a big thing for me. And after you're getting scolding, even sometimes, my dad was so strict, so strict. Like sometimes things would happen out there, you go to school or you go to church or wherever you go, and then you have some kind of problem with other kids. My dad was not having it. He was not having it. Sometimes even when you're right, you get wrong, and then as children, as I said before, you don't really understand what's going on, what they're trying to protect you from. You don't understand where they're trying to direct you. And I can't speak for anybody else, but I know I was like so stubborn. The more they try to scold me, the more they try to steer me in the right way, is the more I feel like I'm not going to do what they say. I'm going to do what I want to do. So I think I got the most punishment out of all my brothers. And you think to yourself that scolding is wrong, but it's not. The Bible says, train up the child in the way that he or she should grow. So when he or she becomes old, they they might go astray, they might do things that they shouldn't do, but because it was instilled in them how they should be, 9 times out of 10, they always come back to the teaching that their parents teach them. And a lot of us children, when we're growing up and we're looking at our parents, we are saying, oh, we don't want to be like our parents, we don't want to be them, but eventually you still turn out to be them. You still turn out to be them. And if you have good parents, then it's even better for you. But if you have bad parents and then you turn out to be like them, then it's like you're just prolonging the same bad habits. And I'm telling you, I grew up so resentful, never understand, more like feeling lost. And when you're growing up as a child and you get so much flogging, and you don't really understand, you really don't understand what's going on. You really don't really understand what's going on and what they're trying to get you to be, or who they're trying to get you to be, because you're a child and your mind is thinking the way a child should think. And you you sometimes you go so far where sometimes your parents is so disappointed in you, because they were working so hard, trying to send you to school, trying to provide for you, trying to put a roof over your head, trying to do so many things. Sometimes they can't even figure out where they're going to get it from to provide for you, especially when it's so many of you. And then you're not doing what you're expected to do. And I grew up honestly wanting to get away from my parents so bad, so bad. I got pregnant out of school. I had to grow up so fast. And even then, when I got pregnant, I thought my mom would have understand and show me a little bit more understanding, but no, she showed me tough love. And I always thought that they never loved me. My dad actually was a little bit more sympathetic towards me. I remember he used to send, we had this ice cream um, man. He used to sell ice cream out of buckets. We call him Bam Bam. I don't know if people from my country is watching and they're from my time. They will probably remember this guy. And my dad normally sends me my little ice cream money, even when I after I have my first child. And even then, I was still conflicted, lost. You're just really just trying to figure out your way out. And it took me a really long, 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 long time actually to understand that they loved me. Because even when I had my children, I I would say I was still a child. Never understand, just trying to figure your way out. But because my mom make sure that we know God, we were brought up in the church, and when you're brought up in the church and you feel like you're lost, somehow, some way, you cannot be lost if you really know God. And thank God for me. I accepted the Lord when I was just a young girl. And even when the tides got high, even when the waves were roaring, even when I felt a lot of times like I wanted to end my life, honestly, because I don't know which direction to turn. I feel like everything that I do, I'm doing wrong. And there were days I imagine in taking my life, really. But because I had an encounter, an experience with the Lord, I always think back to myself. There's this still voice that says, if you do yourself until there's no more life in your body, then you choose to be lost forever. And I believe that I am not hell material. I am heaven material. And I don't want to be lost forever. So that's just that that just that one thinking that if you kill yourself like Judas, then that's it. You've chosen where you want to be and where you're going. But if you stick it out, try to understand, pray. You don't have to say no fancy prayer. Just talk. Just talk to him like you talk to your peers. Ask him to show you, open your understanding. Because he gives us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He gives us everything that we need to navigate this life. But sometimes we just want to grow up so fast, so fast. And in my country, we have this saying, the bird that's flying too fast, he always fly past his nest. So sometimes it's us children, when you're growing up, you just want to be an adult. You can't wait to be an adult. You just think that the world is going to end and you're not going to experience what's out there for you. And as I said in my previous video, You don't know that the best life you have ever experienced is living with your parents. You have zero responsibility. Zero. The only responsibility you have is to go to school, learn, and make yourself and your parents proud, which a lot of us missed out a lot. And when you hurry up and becomes an adult, for a lot of us, you can't go back. You've lost that opportunity. Some of us don't even live to survive the things and the choices that we make because we think we're not loved, because we choose disobedience, because we tell ourselves those stupid lies that takes us into some deep, dark part. But I am here to tell you, if you listen to that small, still voice that's directing you away from the choices that's going to take your life, I can tell you, you can turn your life around. Whether you have a big degree, whether you have graduated from so many schools, because my motto is, if you were born with your five senses, even people that are lacking in one senses, it's like the other four is so heightened. So if you have your five senses and you are putting God first, because without him we can't do nothing, we can't be anything without him. If you're going to exclude him, then it's might as well you're just not here. But if you want to be successful in any area of your life, trust that there is a God, and we should live according to the way he has created us to live and to be. If we be more kind, if we be more understanding, if we have more sympathy for others, if we stop um judging and assumption, as my husband normally says, every time you assume something, you're always wrong. You're always wrong when you assume. But if you don't assume and you wait and let the person say what they have to say, or let them act out the way they want to act out, then you can be more accurate. Because I was always assuming about my parents. I, as a child, could not see how much they loved me, how much they cared for me, how much they wanted the best for me. And I grew up with my mom, and my dad that I know as my dad is not my biological dad. So because I never had my own biological dad, I kind of always have a feeling like I was not wanted, I was not loved, I am rejected. And to this day I'm kind of struggling with that feeling. But I just come to the realization that you're loved, Nadine. If you're not loved by your parents, by your brothers, by your sisters, by even the people that you work with, the people that you're around, just know that Jesus, he loves us with an everlasting love. Doesn't matter how much your mom, your dad, your sisters, your peers, your friends, it doesn't matter how much they love you, they will never die for you. They will never die for you. Everybody wants to live, but Jesus, the Savior, he chose to die. He chose to come into this world and he chose to take on all the cares, anything that you think you could do, going to do, want to do, or what you're doing. If you just stop for a second and ask yourself and ask him, why was I created? Why am I here? What's my purpose? What's my true purpose? And if you never stop asking him, I guarantee you he's going to reveal something to you, because he said in his word, if you ask, he will give to you. If you knock, he will open unto you. And if you seek, you shall find. He will never, 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 never stop answering if you will never, 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 never stop asking. I used to feel so sad because I didn't grow up with my biological dad, and my parents, as I said, they were so strict. We got so much whooping, which in those days I thought it's because they never loved us. In those days I thought they were trying to kill us. But now, as an adult growing up, I can truly, honestly look back and says, those days shaped who I am, and I would not have it no other way, because of the way I was raised. I am who I am today. I have no regrets. I have no doubt that my parents loved me. It took us as children a lot of years to realize that they really loved us. And something that I never understood when I was a kid, somebody cannot give you what they don't have. I can only give you what I have. I can only share with you what I know. I cannot do what I don't know. And sometimes what you know and what you're giving, it's nothing for somebody else, because they expect more, or they're used to more, or they're used to better. But if you don't have better, how can you give better? If you don't know nothing, how can you give something? You know? So I come to realize that my parents did the best they could have done for all of us. And I thank them so much for being so strict, because they were so strict on me and I still got pregnant out of school. Just imagine if they were loose. Maybe I would be dead, because I was a very curious kid. As I said, I felt rejected. I felt rejected, and I always have that thinking in my mind. But when we were growing up, we couldn't talk to our parents. You dare not talk back, else you lose some teeth. So whatever feelings you have, you're just trying to figure them out on your own. You're lost so many times, come back around and trying to do the best you can. But I give thanks for them, give thanks for them. I give thanks for my mom and my dad. They did the best they could have done for us. And because they did the best they could have done for us, we are who we are today. My brothers, I only lost one of my brother, and he was still a good brother. We are all successful in our own way, and I loved my parents, and I am so grateful that they were the kind of parents they were and still are to me. You know, in times when you feel lost, you feel confused, you feel like there's no way, always know that there is a way. And if no one loves you, pardon me, Jesus loves us all. That's why he came and died for us. I'm going to read something. It's I got this thing from, I listen to this radio station. It's called Family Life Radio, and Dr. Randy and his team, they lift you up. And for me, music, whenever I feel down, I love music. Not just any music, the music, the melodies that God created. You know, Christ loved music. That's why that fallen angel, he was designed to give music, designed to give sound. You know, he's the only one that was designed like that. So he said we should praise him, and the loud sounding cymbals, give him thanks. Even if you can't sing like the real singers, you can say something, you can dance, you can hum, you can play tambourine, you can do something. Whenever you're down, there's always a song. There is always a song that praises God, that will change your mindset, that will pick you up, that will give you a whole different outlook on life. For me, whenever I cannot find my way out, I just turn to that music. I just blast it. I just lose myself in it and just let him have his way with me. I encourage us all to focus on things that are above, things that are worth focusing on, things that gives life. Let us be a little bit more kinder, a little bit more, a little bit more, the word I'm looking for, patience. Everybody's rushing, 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 rushing. But if you just slow down, then you will see clearer. So I'm going to read this little quote. Have you ever gazed upon a majestic mountain and thought about how it came into being? Have you ever sat beside the ocean in awe of its existence? God created both, and He ruled over everything. He spoke the world into being, resides as king. Let's think about that for a minute. So there's nothing, there's nothing that he will not do for you. Nothing. If you only trust and believe. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing to him a psalms of praise. And this is from Psalms 47, verse 7, and it's in the NIV. Make the most of the opportunity and share your cares, thoughts, and dreams with him. He has all you need in his fingertips. How amazing is that? I'm going to leave that with you, and then we're going to end with some singing again. And thank you for watching. Thank you. Please give the video, the live, a like. Please share with your friends and your family. Please invite somebody else to come and listen and watch. And I am working on a number so other people can call in and share their experience as a child. If you're still battling with your childhood, if you're still figuring out what kind of childhood you had and what you wanted. Let's share and help somebody else that's struggling with their childhood. So let me find another song and see if I can talk my song. My disclaimer, I'm not a singer, but I love music. I love God's music. I'm going to sing this one that I used to sing when I was a girl in Jamaica, and I used to sing on the choir. The day you made me, Lord, you have a plan for my life. All you once I was blinded by the things of this life, but from the moment you met me, I now am free. My burdens are over, and I'm happy as can be. It's really been a change in my life since you opened my eyes. Let me live the way you want me to. Let me stay by your side, for without you, Lord, there's no true friend and guide. In my weakness, you strengthen me, and your words leaded me. I will always be truthful, for your love has never end. I keep your holy words, the promise you give. I'm depending upon you to guide me to the end. It's really been a change since the day you live the way you want me to. Let me stay by your side, for without you, Lord, there's no true friend. For without you, Lord, there's no true friend and God. Love God, family. I knew this song since I was a girl. I always sing this song when I was in the church growing up. I love this song. I never forget it. I sang it out of my brain. I didn't sing this one from my phone. It's very touching, and I'm going to sing it again. Sing it again. Please invite whoever know this song. Please sing along. Worship God where you are. He said if we give him the praise and lift him up, he will draw all men unto him. You know, if we just give him what we're supposed to give him, our life, we would see how good our life is. If you think about your life, I worked at a very huge resort, the one of the JW Marriott's. And in the morning when my guests would come in and order their eggs, or an omelette or scrambled eggs or whatever they desire. They would come in and I would say good morning and they would say good morning, and then I would ask them how they are and they would say, uh, I don't know. Some say I don't know. Some said I'm good. Some says I'm barely um up, or whatever answer they would give. And then they'll ask me, how am I? And I would say I am alive and present. And some of them would look at me so funny. But to think that you wake up this morning, you can go to the restroom. You don't need somebody to come take care of you, your private areas. Some people wake up, but they need somebody to take care of their private areas. They need somebody to give them something to eat. They need somebody to put their clothes on. They need somebody to brush their teeth. They need somebody to do everything for them. And if there's nobody to do anything for them, then so let us just give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. And when you think about the troubles that you have, just know that somebody else's trouble is way bigger than yours. I'm going to sing that song again. The day you made me, Lord, you have a plan for my life. All you once I was blinded by the things of this life, but from the moment you touch me, I now am free. My burdens are over, and I'm happy as can be. It's really been a change since the day you open my eyes. Let me live the way you want me to. Let me stay by your side. For without you, Lord, there's no true friend. And God, in our weakness, you strengthen me, and your love leadeth me. I will always be thankful, for your love has never end. I'll keep your holy words, the promise you give, and I'm depending upon you to guide me to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everyone that's joined in. I am trying to do my live, trying to get comfortable, pardon me, in these YouTube streets, and I'm just giving thanks to all my subscribers. I am now at 342, on the road to 400. Please help me get to 400. It's free, free, free. Just give a like, just share, just leave your comments, share, 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 because at this number where I am depending on all of you to share so I can reach the world. And that's where I want to be. I have some a little gift that I need to give away. I've been having it since Christmas time, and I didn't get around giving away. I have some gift cards I am gonna organize with my husband, and then we're gonna try to announce the giveaway. It's some, I think, Amazon gift cards. and I'm gonna get the number up and running. So the first people to call in, they will get, I think it's a $20 gift card for Amazon to buy something that they would want or like or want to give to somebody else. So until then, peeps, up, up, and out.